I just realized that if you say it to yourself and you look yourself in the eye and look yourself in the mirror and truly, truly believe that not a man alive can beat you, then that is the way it is. And just through hours in the gym and preparation, I feel that I am untouchable right now.
You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. You have to believe it's possible.
Imagine your entire mindset was just like, it's possible to get to the next level. It's possible to be great. It's possible to make more money. Sometimes you have to create a delusion that people will think you're crazy.
They didn't know nothing about it. No one did, really. But I knew, you know what I mean? I knew.
I'm gonna get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm gonna get the soft top cars.
You just don't ever quit. I tell people all the time, I wasn't always the smartest person in the room. I was just the SOB that refused to quit.
Brainwash yourself until you're rich, because it will seem impossible up to the very day you actually become rich. You will surprise yourself. So that means right now, to keep your confidence up, you have to brainwash yourself.
Most people talk to themselves in terms of doubt and fear and worry and anxiety. Talk to yourself positive. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. Just repeating, I can do it over and over again. Boost your self-confidence and boost your self-esteem.
If you don't have the mindset that you're the best ever, you failed already.
Become so skilled, so vigilant, so flat out fantastic at what you do that your talent cannot be dismissed.
Say to yourself over and over again, I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. I can do anything I put my mind to. And wonderfully enough, you do become what you think about most of the time. You also become what you say to yourself most of the time. And that means that you accept complete responsibility for yourself and for your business and for everything that happens. I'm where I am and what I am because of myself.
If you don't have confidence, build evidence. If you don't have evidence, build skill. If you don't have skill, build discipline. If you don't have discipline, build accountability. And if you don't have accountability, change your environment.
Spend so much time on self-improvement that you have no time to criticize others.
You know, confidence grows through work ethic, through seeing what's happening around you, and that's it. I put the work in and it's paying off, and I truly believe that my work, what I'm doing, is correct.
I hate losing. I hate losing. If I set my sights on something and I fail to achieve that result, it really bothers me. And I will change anything about me. I'll change my personality, my character, my brain. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve the results I'm seeking to achieve, because I believe I can. I believe there is a way and that I will find it.
I'm feeling confident. I'm confident in my preparation, confident in what I'm doing, confident in my soul.
Rich people give themselves pep talks. When they're by themselves, they say things like, I'm a winner. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I am going to win. I'm going to make this happen.
When you have nothing else to do, say, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. Because saying I like myself or I love myself expands your ability and your capacity in every area of your life. Don't say aloud things that like, I'm never on time, I can't lose weight, I can't quit smoking, I wish I could, and so on. But always speak in positive terms. Remember that you can almost double the force of an affirmation by speaking it aloud. And if you speak it really loud, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, you speak it really loud and really strong, it has double, triple, sometimes several times the impact.
Embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself. And things like that.
That's really
right?
A good mantra.
To just go for it. Like feel that feeling, the fear of cringe.
That's
and
really
then go
good.
out there and do it.
Dude,
because everything
really
you want
good.
is on the other side of that.
What kind of risk builds men? Constantly trying to be in rooms you don't deserve to be in. Apply to schools you shouldn't get into. Apply to jobs you shouldn't get into or you shouldn't receive. Express friendship with men more impressive than you. Probably the most important thing for a young man is to surround yourself with men who you perceive as being higher character and more successful than you.
If you want to change your life, you have to change your mindset from life is happening to me to life is happening for me. Change from I have to I choose to. From I'm behind to I am on my own timeline. From I can't do it to I do hard things. Change from this is going to break me to this is going to build me. See, your mindset is either your prison or it becomes your power. The best part is that you get to decide.
Losers take things that happen to them and that they feel inside that suck, and they wallow and they use it for self or outward destruction. Winners take whatever they feel, they feel it, it sucks, and they transmute it into things that are good for themselves and for the world. Period. End of story.
Believe in yourself and don't rely on anybody to believe in you. Don't rely on anybody to push you or make you better. Believe in yourself and only yourself, and allow that human being to make you a better person.
It takes only one big win to cancel all the losses. Just one win.
You're only one win away from changing everything in your life. So whatever you do, do not stop now. Don't stop believing in that wonderful future, because it is so close. Just imagine what life is going to be like. It's going to be even better than you could ever have imagined. And anything is possible for you. And the hardest part is over, because you started and then continued one step at a time, because you're a winner. Never forget that. You know, times may be hard. That's just a test. It's temporary. And winners like you overcome, because winners find a way to make it happen. No matter how long it takes, you will make it happen, because you're a superhero with huge mental strength, and because of that, you are unstoppable.
That's why I know I have no doubt in my mind that I'm the great, that I will be the greatest of all time. In my head already, I am better than everybody, and I know, you know, there's a lot of hate come from people, you know, but I know, and I will prove. You give me time, and I will prove it to everybody. Nobody has my mindset.
The only thing that you can do is win so big that all of them constantly compare themselves to you, and then you'll forget they exist. Success is the only revenge.
Upgrade your life in silence. And upgrading your life in silence is so powerful, because when you tell people your dreams, you have to understand that if they're not a dreamer like you, and if they're not on their purpose like you are, they can destroy that dream. They can destroy that dream. Because when you hear the one word, are you sure it's gonna work? Is it possible? It's like, why would you even ask me that? Well, I'm on a mission here. You see my eyes. You know I'm on a mission. You know I'm determined to make this happen. Why would you even ask me that? The words that you say, make sure you're not saying it to the wrong people, because like I said, it's an entity, that idea, because that idea that you have will come into reality. It will manifest itself into reality. So when you share that dream with the wrong people, that idea that lives in the consciousness goes to somebody else's brain, somebody else's mind, and they're putting acid on your plant because they don't believe in you. So upgrade your life in silence. Pour into yourself first before you pour out to others.
Somebody says, how come you're up so early? Say, if you were headed where I'm headed, you'd be up early too. If you were gonna meet who I'm gonna meet, you'd be up early. If it was gonna stack up for you like it's stacking up for me, you'd be getting up early. The best advice I can give you came from a wealthy friend of mine who said, if it's easy, do it easy. If it's hard, do it hard. Just get it done.
There's gonna be a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, a lot of times where I gotta be by myself, thinking about the process that is next in my mind. Confidence comes from the thing that you built. You must build belief. You must build confidence, and it's built on what you put in to yourself.
You can't control other humans. You can't change other humans. But if you learn to understand their patterns, it would be unreasonable for you to be emotionally affected by it.
Negative emotions come from inside you. Negative emotions are not caused by other people or other situations. Negative emotions are caused by your response to other situations. Now understand this, nobody makes you feel anything. Nobody makes you feel angry. Nobody makes you feel tense. Nobody makes you feel upset. You always decide how you're going to feel, and then if you're not careful, you will fall into a negative habit pattern of blaming the other person.
The truth is, nobody can make you feel negative other than you by the way you choose to think about the situation. You have complete control over the way you feel, over the way you respond to any situation, and over the things you think about at any minute of the day. Exercise your ability to respond positively. Take responsibility for your role in negative situations. You simply repeat to yourself whenever you feel negative for any reason, wait a minute, I am responsible. I am responsible.
Every billionaire is a bigger thinker than every millionaire. They simply think bigger. And they started thinking big when they were just starting off, when they were broke. They were always big thinkers. They had big dreams. I had a guy tell me one time, he says, Kevin, the only difference between you and I is the size of our dream and time. How big can you dream?
If you could only know 3 things about a person to determine how successful they'll be, what 3 things would you want to know?
Number 1, their level of ability to delay gratification and fulfillment. So that's number 1. Number 2 is their own level of enjoyment in things that other people would not be willing to do. So are they able to do things that they don't want to do? So in the moment, can they put away their clothes at the end of the day? Can they wash the dishes and not leave huge messes for themselves? Can they handle their business? And number 3, do they want to look successful more than be successful? You see these people that start out with these companies and the first thing that they do is, I'm going to go buy a Ferrari. I can afford it, so I'm going to go buy it. And that $200K that they spent could have easily been reinvested in their business, and they decide not to do that. So those are the top 3 things. Can you prioritize your future self? Do you handle yourself when nobody's looking? Would you rather be successful or look successful?
I don't care what sport you do. I don't care what you do in life. If you don't have that mindset that you're on a mission, nobody is gonna stop you, you're not gonna get to that level that you claim that you wanna get to. All the greats got that mindset. Like, man, I'm running through you.
Understand that whatever you say to yourself becomes your reality. If you're telling yourself that you are all these bad things, you're a horrible person, you're useless, you're worthless, you're lazy, you can't go to the gym, oh, you can't eat correctly, oh, you suck at your job, then that is literally what you will become. Those words create a prison of self-loathing around you. And the only way to get out is to increase your self-esteem. And so, to stop negative thoughts, you must tell yourself more positive ones.
People do not understand that the music you listen to, the places you go to, people you hang out with, the content you consume, it all influences the way you think. People always think so lightly of doing simple things like consuming memes in the morning, whatever it may be. It's those little things that really form your perspective. And I've noticed myself, which is a very natural thing, everyone compares. It's a very natural thing.
You don't get better automatically, you only get better because you intentionally make a decision to get better. You have to go from being a person of good intentions to a person of good actions. That's the great separator.
Real self-confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations in the mirror. Real self-confidence comes from giving the world irrefutable proof you are who you say you are.
A winner does more than expected every single time, no matter how they feel, no matter the circumstances. A winner shows up 10x times more than the average person. A winner has these unreasonable expectations of himself. And no matter how many people around him tell him to slow down, be careful, watch out, that's too risky, you don't have the genetics, the DNA, the money, a winner locks onto their goals and keeps going. That's what the winner does. Nothing changes in the winner's mind. Do you understand that? You have to be obsessed. You have to be mission focused. You have to be driven by something greater than what average people are driven by.
I needed what all men needed, a destination. It's not what anybody else thinks of a man that matters, but what he thinks of himself. Public opinion is a weak tyrant compared to a man's own opinions of himself. It is what a man thinks of himself that determines, or rather indicates, his fate.
The question that every man must ask himself early on is, do I want to be liked by everyone, or do I want to be successful? You can't have the two at the same time. You cannot simultaneously be liked by everybody while also finding success in life.
One of my favorite definitions of confidence is that confidence is about being able to walk into any room unapologetically yourself and walk out of it not worrying what everyone else thought of you. And I think when you can get to that place, that's when you know you've reached it.
You don't become the first choice by being the loudest
in the language you use. You become the first choice by being the clearest specialist that solves one problem for one avatar with one audience and one promise. And repeat it until people associate you with the solution automatically. Most people are trying to be everything to everyone constantly. And that's the exact reason why no one remembers you.